Hey, what's up guys? Lynn here, and we are back with another video. Now today we are checking out Cihtym, More Than I Do, featuring Fiya, Mayne. We'll just call them Mayne for the time being because I don't know how to pronounce that. But we're checking the next song out in the project that we've been going through. And so I'm excited to finally be getting through these. And so without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Love the instrumental. I also gotta say, one thing I like about some of Cihtem's songs is that the beats kind of remind me of Logic. Not in the sense of like Logic himself and what he's created, but the way Logic references old music. And the way that it kind of vibes like it, basically. Kind of gets you in that, that head bob going. Vibing with the beat for the beginning.
I know I'm not perfect, never vows it to be true. Love the love I get, but there's others who deserve it more than I do.
Ooh, okay. So he says, I get love, but there's others that deserve it more than I do. Okay.
Like my bro Chance, in this corner seems to be no hands. Start to feel like I'm his biggest fan. So's the system is rigged, at least from the stands.
Okay, so right out there, shout out to Chance Connor. Love a card. Ping. To him. I'm assuming that's who he's shouting out because I know him and Chance Connor have a song together. But hold on, let's get back and hear that that cadence, the rhyme scheme.
More than I do. Like my bro Chance, in this corner seems to be no hands.
No, it was right before that. It was right before that.
Others who deserve it more than I do.
Where he goes, others who deserve it more than I do. I like how we kind of chopped that up.
Like my bro Chance, in this corner seems to be no hands. Start to feel like I'm his biggest fan. So's the system is rigged, at least from the stands. Wonder why I stand out, never thought I had a chance until now. Still somehow.
Okay, I'm kind of curious. So we just talked about Chance. But then he says, I never thought I had the chance until now. So I'm curious as to if he chose to use chance in the word of probability because he just used chance as in referencing Chance Connor.
I built a crowd that seems to constantly stick around and hear my sound evolve from the ground up. After putting in hours, I was up.
No, hold on. You can't just do that once and I hope he does it again. He just kind of like saying like ground up.
Hear my sound evolve from the ground up. After putting in hours, I was up with gratitude showers. Sleep then wake up feeling empowered. At the same time, devoured by ego. I think I'm better than people, that shouldn't be competition. Putting them into an opposition. Unity turn to opposition. Making these enemies round the globe. Taking me down the mission. Petty be vital, miss it. Look how much I've grown from all that wrong I've done. This, that, one, and all that's all in one. Tired of thinking I'm flawless, yeah. I deserve repercussions that come. Second chances are not guaranteed. May make mistakes, but common sense can help you see, but some ignore the signs. I know because it happened to me. So
wow, okay, ignore the signs. No, because it happened to me. Was saying that he can relate and saying he's growing a fan base. They're sticking around. Sometimes, you get up on that horse, right, and ride it. But then he's created enemies along the way.
All in one, tired of thinking I'm flawless, yeah. I deserve repercussions that come. Second chances are not guaranteed. May make mistakes, but common sense can help you see. But some ignore the signs. I know because it happened to me. So I used to only think about myself. Put in my needs, but for others. Second thoughts will never come first. Fail to check on if you're doing.
Hold on.
Second thoughts will never come first.
Okay, right here. Where he uses, I've been talking about this a lot in my later videos, at least the last like 2 or 3, because he says others' second thoughts will never come first, and it's where he's using second and first, which like his first, second, third, but then throwing them in kind of differently because others' second thoughts will never come first, and it's just kind of, it's almost like using the words ironically. There's a word for it. I gotta look it up.
Spare the check on if you're doing well. Need it up on my head out the gutter. Quit pushing people, understand. Many more deserve so much more than I do. Plenty people suffer way more pain than I do. I got friends and family who struggle more than I do.
More than I do, and that's the title of the song.
So sometimes I feel I should do more than I do. Damn, I hurt.
Ooh, okay. That was kind of cool. So he says, many more people suffer than I do.
I got friends and family who struggle more than I do. So sometimes I feel I should do more than I do.
But he goes through all these things. He's like, oh, more people go through this than I do. More people go through this than I do. This happens, more than I do. But then at the very end, he finishes it with, sometimes I feel I should do more than I do. And that just kind of makes it hit. It's almost like building up a punchline. That was nice.
Damn, I hurt. But so do you. And so do they who carry hate in they heart, thinking real love's overdue. And I've been there. Yeah, I've been through it. Some I can't relate, but I try to despite who. Tell them they can fight through, shine in the night.
All right. This man's hitting those syllables. But also, I like how they both say in their times, or like in the beginning times, like how he doesn't recognize the signs. He's like, because I've done it, I've been there. And then our feature here, Mayne, as we'll call him, until we know how to properly pronounce it, kind of echoes that. And it's a good touch.
Who do they who carry hate in they heart, thinking real love's overdue. And I've been there. Yeah, I've been through it.
I love that. That's kind of groovy. He's like, I've been there. I've been there. I've been through it. That was good.
And I've been there. Yeah, I've been through it.
Like
Some I can't relate, but I try to despite who. Tell them they can fight through, shine in the night like the bright moon, even if it's high noon. I put myself.
Shine bright in the night like the what noon? Hold on.
They can fight through, shine in the night like the bright moon, even if it's
shine in the night like a bright noon,
high noon.
Even if it's high noon. Which so the moon has lesser light than the sun, obviously, especially because the light from the moon is refracting refractions from the sun. But this man's saying like even I will shine through like the night moon even in high noon. That was a tongue twister.
I put myself from the mud, I ain't lied to you. Let me give a little fight to you. Tap in like a wide to you. Let the world get a spot to you. My entire life has been a fight with what is right and wrong. I have to take it to a darker place to write my songs. I have to think about the things I tried to bury deep.
This here is true, at least what I'm not saying from my experience of writing music, but seeing others write music and just hearing other people's music, is that the most raw stuff comes from the darker places, and that's what he's talking about here.
They say that misery loves company. She married me. Ring on, got my bling on, got my sing on, put my team on.
Okay, E rhyme schemes here, but also I like how he made misery a human figure, because that is something I've seen done before. Like for instance, in like NF, if you listen to any of his music, he will kind of talk about happiness, joy, sadness, as almost as if they're human figures, as people, and that's what he's doing here. And it says misery loves company. She married me. And so like saying that the misery is staying with him, like it's stuck with him.
My bling on, got my sing on, put my team on, do my best to keep my dream on till I be on, fight my demons, try to be.
Ooh, okay, I like that right there. Doing my best to keep my dream on. And he's doing the E-O rhyme, dream on. And then it was like 2 words, 2 syllable rhymes. And then he turns it into a 1 word, 2 syllable rhyme. Till I be on, fight my demons. And obviously kind of changed the end of demon a little bit to make that rhyme. But that was good. I like that.
A better man, one to lean on, one I lead on. Everybody through the darkness to their freedom. Love I feed on, yeah. I'ma lead you through the darkness to your freedom. Love I feed on. I used to only think about myself, putting my needs but for others. I
gotta say, I don't kind of like how the beginning of this starts. Something just seems off. Hold on, let's listen one more time.
So only think about myself, putting my needs but for others.
I can't know what it is. It's just something, the vibe for me at least doesn't fit. I can't quite nail it on the head, but I can. It's just opinionated. It's not factual. So there's something's off about the beginning of that.
Thoughts will never come first. Fail to check on if you're doing well. Needed to pull my head out the gutter. Quit pushing people understand.
But see that like the second half of that solo voice part before it jumps into the stacked vocals is good. I like it, but just something's off about the beginning. But then I like the second half, and then I like how it jumps into the stack, especially as soon as the beat kind of hits. Not like a drop, but the beat hits.
Quit pushing people understand. Many more deserve.
The drums, when the drums come in and then he stacks it, I like it.
So much more than I do. Plenty people suffer way more pain than I do. I got friends and family who struggle more than I do. So sometimes I feel I should do more than I do.
That totally sums up the end of that. Whether it be the hook or the chorus. It's like people suffer more than I do, go through more pain than all I do. My friends and family struggle more than I do, which sometimes I feel like I should do more than I do. That one hits. That's a solid.
Many more deserve so much more than I do. Plenty people suffer way more pain than I do. I got friends and family who struggle more than I do. So sometimes I feel I should do more than I do.
There we go, and then we have the beat closing it out. Alright, you know what this means. I like it. So I'm pulling up my Apple Music right now. Oh, it's run the playlist. I thought we were about to get an ad. Back. We're not checking that one out yet. Alright, let's get the image up at least. There we go. Really cool album cover. Alright, pulling up my Apple Music. Here we go. Got my Cihtym album pulled up. What hides underneath the surface? I know I've said this wrong many times. I say what's beneath the surface or something. But it's what hides underneath the surface. And I am adding it into my playlist. Add to library. Alright, that's one more added. As we make our way down our list, which we are on song 5. I think we might have done something further down. Like, I think we've done Exhale. We might have done Focus. But other than that, we got 5 or 6 more in the album. So we got more to get to. So as for this song, I really liked it. I liked the vibe. I liked the feature. The feature came in well. And I'm excited for more. And again, I can't compliment the chorus enough. The way it builds up, kind of like people, some people suffer more than I do. People go through more things than I do. My friends and family have it tougher than I do, or something like that. And then at the end, he goes, and I feel like I could do more than I do. Icing on the cake. Loved it. But anyway, if you liked it, go ahead and give this video a like. If you like the music in this video, I'll have a link in the description to this video, this music from Cihtym and the feature Mayne. And so you can check them out, give them love, give them some support. And if you want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And we will catch you all in the next video. Peace.